Hello, beautiful people. I'm so excited to see you here on my channel. Today we're doing something very exciting. Therefore, let's get started because I cannot wait anymore. As you could tell by the title of this video, we're doing Korean style makeup, and I've been dying to do this makeup. If you already know and you've been watching my channel, I have been talking about Korean makeup all the time, and everywhere I go in social media or people around me, all they do is talk about Korean and Korean makeup or skincare. I am obsessed. I don't know if it's overrated. I have spoken about it before. I'm not sure if it's overrated or not because I do see like almost oversaturated of just that theme, Koreans. And not that I'm a hater, but I'm actually a big fan of Korean stuff. But I feel like I really hope it's not going to be just a trend and it's not going to die soon because fast trends scare me sometimes. And as you probably may know, other things did not work out in the past. Not for me in particular, but in general, fast trends are not a good look. But I'm very excited to do this video because I love Korean makeup. I love Korean skincare, although I'm not doing any skincare today, unfortunately. But I have bought new makeup for today to try out with you all. And my inspiration will be somewhere over here. This is my inspo for this makeup, so it's very nice, shimmery, glowy, and very, very summer. Although summer in New York is nowhere to be found, honestly. It's been raining almost every single day this past week, and it's in the 70s. Like, what? Whatever, besides the point. Every time I start filming, it's raining, thunderstorming outside my house. So it's going to be dark at any time of the day. So I'm just tired of it. Let me just start filming. I cannot go anywhere. I cannot go to the pool, beach, forget about that. We're just gonna do what we have to do, unfortunately. Right now, my face is very clean. I have nothing on my face. And if you've seen my past video, which was a couple of days ago, you guys know I was struggling with a lot of acne. And yes, it was allergies, and I proved it because I took some medicine and now my face is clear. I think it was just like a lot of like rash, acne, and I was trying to figure out what was going on. So I took allergy meds and it worked. So my face is clean and there's nothing on it right now, only a lip balm. We're just going to get started to a skin prep. Today we are doing something very simple. I'm going to be adding my favorite toner and my favorite moisturizer, as well as the sunscreen that I always use. And then after that, we're going to be using something new, which is a primer that I received in PR today. And it's quite exciting because it is Korean brand. We'll see how it works while we add it. So right now I'm going to be adding the Ordinary Saccharomyces Milky Toner. This is one of my favorite toners right now. I'm just going to tap it in my skin. The photo that is in the reference is very, very glowy, so I'm very excited for it because I love glowy makeup. But I'm going to try away from looking sweaty, especially in the summer. It's very easy to look sweaty other than glowy. So we're gonna start our way in by toning out the skin tone, balancing it out. As you can see, I have been reviewing this milky toner for about a good month right now, and it has been working wonders. Like, I see an immediate glow. My skin feels so hydrated, like it sucks it all in right away. It absorbs it. I don't feel like anything is on my face. It feels dry, but it gives that nice natural glow, which I'm obsessed with. Now I'm going to be adding my La Roche-Posay Triple Moisturizing Cream. Almost done with it. Nice. Okay. All right. That is going to be on. My skin prep is not going to be different from anything because I try to be very simple on my skincare and I don't want to use anything new and therefore harm my skin barrier. It just doesn't work well. So yeah, I do see a lot of comments of me repeating myself. My skin prep, you guys, is not going to change. That is why I have good skin, is because I'm not going to introduce something new and constantly break my skin. But I do try once in a while, like once a month, a product that will probably work and is actually beneficial for my skin. But I do have to do a lot of research on it. All right, I'm going to blend it in. It is very nice and moisturized. Keeps me hydrated throughout the whole day. It is on more of that oily side or like balmy. You guys, I have never had any cream that gave me this type of glow before. This glow is amazing. I have been using it for a long time. Yes, I'm going to repeat it once more time. I have to try it. All right, so for the skin prep, we are done. Right now, I'm going to be opening up the new package for the primer to start off our makeup. This is Water Whale Primer. This is a very rich moisturizing essence that hydrates and smooths out the skin for a radiant glow, which is beautiful. This is DAZQ. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it correctly. It's DAZQ, DAZQ. Kind of sounds Spanish. Maybe I'm just pronouncing it wrong. But yeah, this is a Korean makeup, and I literally received it right before I started filming. So I'm excited to give it a try. I'm just gonna let you know my honest opinion. Oh, there's a cute packaging. That looks like an egg. I don't know why, but that's very cute packaging. I kind of love it. Okay, it has like a little pump. I'm just going to apply some to my fingers, just like that, and then dab it. Oh, it smells very refreshing. Are we seeing any glow, you guys? It does look like my skin looks smoother already, but I'm just going to dab it in every crease so that it works well as a primer to stick in my foundation and etc. It does kind of feel kind of sticky. Not bad. I'm not against it. It's a very nice one. I'm going to probably try it again and let you know, but as of right now, I'm liking the consistency. It's quite sticky and I feel like it will grab onto the makeup well. I guess there's one way to find out. So that is very nice. Right, so for my first step of my makeup, I already prepped my skin. It looks nice and good. I have a little mirror right here, so I'll be looking down. I'm trying the new Korean. This is a baby skin baby blue cushion. This is Cushion Foundation. It has SPF 40 and I got the shade 18N Pure, but I feel like, you guys, it's quite too light for me. I've heard that because it comes out that way and because it's a push out, squeeze out foundation, it is quite more sanitary. I'm not sure if that's true, but that's what I've heard from Koreans themselves. So yeah, I'm going to be using this with the little sponge here. I'm just going to take a little of the product and start applying it by dabbing motions. It's a little bit too light for my skin tone, but I don't mind it. I feel like I could work around it, and I do know that Koreans have much lighter skin than I do, and especially after having a little bit of a tan. But yeah, we could work with this shade. That is quite pale for me, which is still okay. I will be able to use it in the winter. Just by dabbing motions, I'm going to apply it evenly throughout. I don't like how it's applying. It's a little patchy for my liking. Okay, so let's just blend it into our neck so that it matches. I'm going to look like a ghost right now, but please bear with me. I'm trying to make it work as much as possible. I'm just going to squeeze some out and apply it with my fingers first so that it's not as thick as I am applying right now. That's probably one of the mistakes that I have made. So I'm going to try to apply, and this is coming out from one of the pumps, so that's quite a lot of product that could cover my whole face. So I probably made a mistake with my first layer, but as we go, we learn. At this point, I'm going to use it as a little bit of a concealer just to cover up my under eyes. I'm still looking like a ghost. That looks a little scary, but that's okay. This is just that type of day where you are going to trust the process. Okay, you guys, I have zoomed you guys in so that you could see it in more of a detail. This coverage is quite thick, but it does show a lot of glow. I'm in favor of, I do feel like I still have the wrong shade, just ignore that. I'm going to make it work by the end of the tutorial, but it is quite pale and I do not look alive right now. I'm just going to learn how to pick out my shades at this. Then we are going to start with a concealer. This is a concealer palette. It has all of the color collecting shades and it does have good coverage shades. Like it has also like reddish and green and purples. That's perfect for under the makeup as well. But right now I'm just going to use it as a concealer under my eyes, and also I will be using it on my smile lines as well, which tends to crease a lot more often. I'm just going to use a small amount of these two shades on the blemish areas and as well as the under eye areas as well. I have just ordered my new brushes from Amazon and they're by the brand Lorith. And you guys, these are the most aesthetically pleasing brushes that I have ever tried, and I was so excited to get them. And also, the brushes are so soft and they feel luxe, and they were like 20 bucks. I'm gonna link them down below for you all if you are interested. But I'm just going to apply this shade. I'm just going to tap on top of my blemishes so that they're more concealed than before. I'm just going to go under my eyes by tapping in as well. And you see the way I did it, I have applied it over on my cheek kind of area under my eyes so that it conceals a little bit more flat. You will see once I blend everything out. Right now I am just applying it as I'm covering only the bag area so that it is completely concealed, like right here as well. There you go. This way it just will look a little more flat. Now I'm going to be blending it out with this brush. It's more of a fluffier brush and it's more for foundation, so it will blend all out easily. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to go fully in and swipe. I'm going to be dabbing everything in so that it just sets in perfectly as where I put it. This will give off more of the airbrush. If you do swipe it, it will have the bristle strokes that are going in every direction, and you really don't want that. Blend all of the areas so that it looks nice and single layered. Not forgetting the chest area, because we are going to look like we have passed away if we don't blend it out correctly. That's okay though. There you go. Our face makeup is currently done. This is our base, and therefore we're ready to go on with whatever is coming up. Alright you guys, now we're going to be taking a nice and fluffy brush. I'm obsessed with these brushes, you guys. I honestly recommend for those who don't have like a good set of brushes. These brushes are so good quality, but they're so affordable and they look aesthetically pleasing. Just look, like I liked my brushes before, but these look luxe and I like looking luxe. But yeah, you guys, these brushes are amazing, and this one is specifically for setting and bronzing, so more for the powdery products. Right now we're going to be using powder to set our eyes in, and that is going to be used in order to proceed with eye makeup, and I'm very excited for that. For our setting powder, we are going to be using Laura Mercier. This is my go-to. This is my favorite one. I have the mini one. I will be upgrading to the bigger one eventually, but I'm still using it. There's quite a lot of a product. You could also use She Glam's setting powder. This one is also very good and it's in pink. I've been loving pink setting powders more than the yellow ones, but this one is really, really good. It gives a different type of tone. As of right now, I'm just going to use the translucent one, and then we'll proceed from there. I'm just gonna dab the product into the brush like so, no wasting. And then I'm going to slowly just tap it on to my lids. My lids are usually very oily, and therefore setting them like this before any eye makeup works really, really well. I try to do that as much as possible because my eyes just like to crease a lot. Now I'll be taking a smaller brush. This is for blush, powder blush, but I'm just going to use it to set other parts of my face. I'm going to be using the same powder and just lightly dabbing everything in. You guys, I'm very swollen and I have a lot of retention in my face right now. Do you see the eye bag? Like, you can tell I'm very swollen. This is what summer does to you. But yeah, I did not try to put any powder around my cheekbone area because, as you may already know, we are trying to keep that glow onto our face, and the most beautiful glow is your natural glow. We're going to be adding a highlighter, but we just want to keep that glow. Otherwise, why did we do it? We're going to continue with our eye makeup. And so when it comes to Korean makeups, they are usually very cool or very like nice and glowy, but they, when it comes to contouring, do not use any type of like orange or bronzing contours. They usually go for more cool tones. I've also, one more product that I've received. I have received a lot of products from this brand. Today, I just want to give them a try, but I realized how nice this would fit in the video, how these are such cool contour colors, and these are beautiful for that specific theme I'm going for. So I'll be using Desicu V-Cut Blending Shading Contours. Well, it doesn't say it's for contour. Probably you could use it for other things, but I'll be using these cool tones to blend in. And I feel like because I have more on the fair side olive skin color, and it does fit with the Korean style makeups, I think it will look really nice. So the Korean reference that I'm redoing does have a quite of a small nose. Therefore, I'm going to be contouring it to a very teeny tiny nose. I do have nice small nose in general, but I just want to make it thinner. I do have a potato nose, what they consider in my country, but yeah, I'm just gonna thin it out just to give it an illusion of more of miniature nose that Koreans have, and we're gonna do that with these shades. I'm going to use the darkest one as of right now. Going to just shade it, and I will be dragging it over to my brow bone. This way it will look a lot more natural. And I like to use powders for this because I do think like it will give me more of the mattified look, and it will look a little more natural other than if I use cream contour, if you know what I mean. I love contouring my nose because my nose is considered to be like quite fat at the tip, but it's small at the same time. I like to play around with the contours to see how I could shape it out round so that it looks a little more to what I like it to be. But I am currently shading it here so that it has like that nice shadow, and it works really good at thinning out as well. Then I'm just going to add like a shadow here on the side. This side is a lot more thinner right now. Let's just do that same on the other side. As you could see, my nose is getting a little slimmer. It's just a very subtle look. Alright, my nose is now very petite at the moment. I'm going to fix it up a little bit once I'm doing the highlighter. It will just bring out the nose a lot more once I add in some highlight over to the bridge of my nose and also the point. Just going to slightly blend it all out over to my brow bone and add some depth in here as well so that it all looks nice and good together. This will just bring out a little bit more depth into my nose and my eyes. I'll be adding some contour over to the chin area under my lip. I'll add a little bit of the color on here and my chin area. It is transforming my face quite a bit, as you could already tell. Next, I will be doing my eyebrows. We are going to be moving on to the eyebrows. I will be using NYX Brow Pencil, as always, and this is a gray shade over here. I'm just going to slowly fill them in. I'm not going to be pressing on them at all. I just want to have a look of that I have some eyebrows, and that's it. So usually Koreans don't have very broad eyebrows. They just fill it in ever so lightly and proceed with just natural look on the eyebrows. They draw a little bit of strokes, and that's pretty much it. I do have quite a dark eyebrow than the reference, but that is okay. Everybody has their own different eyebrows, and usually it will be okay for dark-haired girlies, but I'm not going to fill them in just too harsh or too hard because I don't want to make them look like they are the center of my face and bring a lot of attention on them. That's not what I'm trying to focus on. The most focus will be on the eye makeup itself. Now I will set it in with the Brow Code Set Gel. This is actually called the Lamination Gel from Brow Code. And I'm going to set it in so that it looks a lot more natural, lays a lot more natural, as you can tell here. Over here. I'm thinking of bleaching my eyebrows. What do you guys think? They're kind of light, I'm not gonna lie, but I do want to go a little more blonder. I'm thinking of bleaching my eyebrows as well. I want some blonde into my roots as well. I want to go lighter. Let me know if you think that's a good idea. I have had balayage for about 2 years now, but I want to go lighter now. Maybe I should invest into wigs instead. Because I am quite spontaneous in doing my hair. I'm literally going to be obsessed with the idea if I think about it. And I'm going to overthink about it, and then I'm going to do it, and maybe I'll regret it. Maybe not. Let me know down below if you are just as spontaneous with your hair as I am, because it's really hard. I'm actually spontaneous with almost everything. It really depends. In my makeup as well, I like to try a lot of new things. I'm actually going to be taking a course very soon, you guys. I'm always trying to grow my techniques, and I'm so excited to take that course so that I could teach you all something new as well. You guys, we are now ready for some eyeshadow. I will be using my Naked Urban Decay palette. This is the original palette that just came out. It's limited edition. Just came out on August 5th or 6th. You guys, I got this and I'm obsessed because I have wanted this palette since I was 13 years old. I was a kid watching YouTube videos and I was begging for this palette. Now I have it in my hands. I am so happy, and it's been like 10 years I've been asking for this palette. I love it. It's beautiful. I am going to show you the shades that I will be using. So I will be going for this shade right here. This is called Sidecar. So it's more of that glittery color. I will be applying it with my finger, and I'll just add it over to my lid like so. That is pretty. I'll do the same thing on the other side. So pretty. Now I will be going with a DaziQ palette. This is DaziQ Shadow Palette 16 Violet Knit, and I'll be using the color Pink Tweed that is going to be right here. And I will be applying it with a brush, and I will add it over to the outer corner where my cut crease ends, so like right on top of it. I love having glitter on my eyelids just because it gives me that nice effect of wet eyelid, and it just looks beautiful. Now I'm just going to bring out some of the glitter over to my under eye as well. What I learned about the Koreans, they like to add their eyeliners over to their waterline. So I'll be using this brown shade. This is L'Oreal Infallible Grip. This is a precision felt liquid liner. I'll be adding it over to my waterline, and then I will be making a winglet as well. I'm just going to add a little bit on the waterline to give it some depth, as I did on the other eye before, and add a quick slim line on the lid. I'm actually impressed. That was an accident, but it was a nice accident. There you go. And I'll try to match it as much as possible to the other eye. So I'm going to draw a little bit of imitated lashes on my lower lash line. This will be just tiny as well. Okay. Why am I suddenly so bad at this? Alright, now it's time to curl our lashes. I'm going to be using the Tweezerman lash curler. Curling lashes is always so scary. I've also seen people curl their lower lashes. Just have to do it. I don't know how to do it. Let me just grab another mirror because I feel like I'm going to poke my eyes out. All right, now I'm going to be applying some lashes. These are from Amazon. They're spiky lashes. They are going to be looking a little crazy on me, so I will be trimming them. I don't like to put lashes on the whole eye. I'm going to be trimming them and then adding them to my lashes. These are definitely not something that I do on a daily basis. I usually don't do anything to my lashes, but for the sake of this video and to make that full effect of Korean eyes, I'm going to be using these lashes. I'll be cutting them in clusters because I don't want to put them throughout my whole eye. All right, I'm going to start off with this eye. I'm just going to use them in smaller portions like so. I have cut them up so they're easier to add throughout my eye. It's a little hard to film and add the lashes technique over to the video because sometimes I just want to have my face dive into a mirror because I need to see full detail, and unfortunately it's hard to do it while you're filming. I have not tried lashes like this before, and as I'm trying it, it's actually quite cute. It does look scary at first, but it is quite cute. I don't know if this one is going to look nice if I add it. Do you think that'll look scary? I definitely do think it's not for my eye, but to finish the look, I don't know if I should add it. I don't know. It's kind of a hard decision right now. I guess I am going to add it, but I will trim it just a little bit. Pressing them down so that they all blend together well. What do we think? I don't think I'm going to add another spike because I feel like it'll be too much, but let's just put it on my... I look like a scary doll if I would do that. So I think I'm just going to not add it. What I'll do is I will just blend it with a mascara right after I'm done here with this eye. Alright, you guys, I finished up the second eye. Let me tell you, the lashes are a little bit scary on my eyes. Maybe I do need maybe more lid area. They don't look the way I like them to look, which is okay. They still look fine, but let me tell you, putting them on was a headache. But if you like the style, I will still link them down below. They are from Amazon. The quality is pretty good. They look nice, but I just don't recommend them. Right, so now we are going to be moving on to the lower lashes, and I will be adding this Korean skinny curling lash mascara. This is very cute. This is the nude, I'm sorry. This is in the color brown, and I'll be adding this into my lower lash line. I have found this one from Pony Syndrome's video, and just look how thin this is, you guys. This is like perfect for the lower lashes. Let's put that on. Not too much, but just gently coating them so that they are more visible. Whoa. Now I just want to add a few of the mascara over to the upper upper lashes, and this will help to blend everything in. Right, a lot of Koreans like to tweeze out some of the lashes together, squeeze them together, and I will be doing just that with my lash tweezers. And I'll be taking like a little bit of the lashes and just sticking them together. This will match the vibe what we have in the... This will match the vibe with what we have on top. Now I will go ahead with the shader contour colors and add in some shadow work over to my lower lashes. This will give them a little more depth. Do the same thing on the other side. And now we're just going to add in a little bit by shading it, just a little bit, contouring over the eye bags that I have here. Sometimes my eye bags are in trend, especially in Korea. I just want to add in a little bit of the kind of a concealer. So this is the color that I'm using. This is natural skin color. I'll just be applying it over to the lower lash line where I added the shade color because I want to bring out the inner corners just to highlight them quite a little bit. This gives the eye a little bit more of the innocent look, and I'll be dragging it towards the inner corner as so. This way it highlights the inner corners and gives the look of bigger eye. By the way, I'm going to be using the Colorgram. This is shade and concealer. I'm using the shade 0.3. This is also one of the Korean makeups that I have saw on Pony Syndrome's makeup tutorials. I'm just going to use the shade. I'm going to add it just a little bit where I added the shade with my shadow. This just gives it more of the natural look. We are now moving on to our cheeks. So for the blush today, I will be going in with something very simple. I will be going with Hope by Rare Beauty. This is a shade that is quite peachy, but it's not as, I'll say, bright. I want to go a little darker. And for the Korean makeups, they usually stay in the center of the face. So I'll be adding 2 dots here and blending it out and inwards towards the nose. This will be something that I will use. I'll just add a little bit onto the back of my hand like so, and then take my finger and then add it here, and I'll just use my finger to blend it out. Circular motions around the center of my face. It is quite pigmented, but we're just gonna use tapping motions. A little goes a long way with this one. We're going to move it towards the nose as well and a little bit under the eye. And the same thing on the other side. I'll also be adding it over to my Cupid's bow and just a little bit on my chin to give that kissed out effect. There we go. This is our blush placement for this look, and I'm kind of obsessed. We're going to be using the Mascara highlighter. This is Dreamlight highlighter. I am in love with this shade, and this gives a very nice and I would say golden color, which will be perfect for this look. I'm going to swatch it for you guys. Just look how beautiful. It has nice golden glittery specks, which will be perfect for this look in general. Just gonna add it over to the cheekbone and add it over to the second cheekbone as well. Going to add a little bit on the inner corners as well. And as I mentioned earlier, I'm just going to add a little bit onto my nose to give the illusion of a more pointy nose. Like so, with a very nice and pointy brush. This will just make my nose a little smaller illusion-wise and a little bit on the bridge as well. And here we have it. We already have a smaller nose now. Perfect. Now we're moving, alright, so now we're moving on to the lips. I'm just going to wipe off the foundation and everything that happened on here so that we could have a nice clean base for the lip. Today I'll be using the Moira. This is the Senorita 0.12. I am in love with this shade. It's beautiful. I'm just going to line my lips. I think this shade goes really beautiful with this cheek killer look. And I'm just going to add in a little bit of a shade underneath here on the lowest point of my lip to give a little bit of a pout. And I'll do the same thing over the top to give the pout effect. Now I'll be taking a lip brush, pencil to have more of that kissed out effect. You can tell that I'm filming for a very long time when my voice is changing. And I'll just blend it out into the center like so. And for this look, I wanted to use more of a purple color lip gloss. I couldn't find anything that would match the criteria. I've left off with NYX. This is a milky gloss and it's quite cute. The packaging is quite cute. Oh, let me swatch it for you guys. It's nice and purpley and it's quite sheer, which is nice as well. And Let's add it on. It's not what I anticipated it to be, but it's still a nice color. I don't think I want to add in the lip pencil anymore. Let me just remove it really quickly. Some lip pencil overlined here and a little bit over here just to give a nice pout effect. A lot of Koreans have that nice pout effect. I have more of like a longer lip. And I'll just add in that purple color again. Alright, you guys, this is my final look. I am in love with the eye makeup. I will though suggest to use different lashes. I'm not a big fan of the purple lip gloss, or I don't like it from the NYX one because it kind of smells like butter cookie and I'm not a fan of that as well. And overall, I love the glowy makeup look. But what is your suggestion? What do you think I did wrong, or what did I miss? Did I nail the Korean eye makeup look? Let's just judge it on that. I think I did. I do have obviously different shape and color eyes, but I think I nailed the makeup look pretty well. Like, this is my first time trying it and I think I did a pretty good job. I will be trying a lot more of these because they are really beautiful. I will be trying different trends and see what works out for me. I love the new makeups that I've used today. They are working really well. I am a fan of the shadow and also overall the glow of my face. Let's do a quick overview. Let's do a quick overview of my face. Alright, you guys, so this is my take on the Korean makeup, and I think I did a pretty good job. I think the hair also did a good job on finishing up the makeup. Let me know down below what are your thoughts about it, if you think I nailed it or not. I'm so eager to read any comment that you could provide. I do want to thank you for being my #1 supporter. I do want to thank you for being my supporter, and for that cause, I want to include a kind of a challenge over to my video. So what I will be doing at the end of each video is I'll be reading one of your comments on the videos from previous videos, and if it's a question or just a comment, I will be picking one of you out of all just to see if I could answer your question, and it will be posted on a future video. So I will be starting that on my next video, so stay tuned for that. Please do not miss out on an opportunity. This is a very personal thing that I want to do to stay connected with every one of you. So whenever you leave a question on my video, you are potentially going to get an answer on my channel's video at the end of it. So stay tuned for that, and make sure that you like, subscribe, and turn the notifications on so you don't miss that opportunity at all. I try to post at least 2 to 3 times every week, and I've been trying to, but I do strive to be very consistent with that. If you have any suggestions on future styles of makeup, and I do take every consideration and I'm playing it out, don't worry. I will be taking it and listening to you guys because obviously I want to produce the content that you would love to see. I love creating content that you guys suggest as well. Overall, I love this makeup look. There are some parts that I'm not in favor of, like the lip gloss, but overall, this makeup is very cute, very glowy, and it's perfect for summer. Alright, you guys, I'm going to wrap it up again. If you have any questions, let me know down below. Thank you again for being my supporter, and I wish you well. I hope you have a good one. Bye bye.